Good evening, everybody. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. How is everybody doing tonight? Who's in so far? Dr. Minion, Minion Jesse, Captain Beer, Betty Gemini. Dr. Sheep Minion timed out. What did I miss? What was Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. And lovely Liz is here. Alrighty. Hi, Liz. Okay, I think I'll do. I wasn't going to do a song tonight, but I'm going to do a little song. Don't all cheer at once. Okay, this song I'm doing for my cousin Christopher because he's actually down visiting my mum and dad, I do believe, in Warrenpoint. And Warrenpoint is found at the foot of the Mourne Mountains, at the mouth of Carlingford Loch. And the good news is, folks, Sunday I get my first vaccine, and on the 17th of July I get my second vaccine, and then I'm planning in August to go and spend hopefully a month with my parents. So I'm going to sing the song called Mountains of Mourne. It's written by a guy called Percy French, who came to Warrenpoint and Rostrevor, looked up to the mountains, and wrote this song when he went back to London. So. Oh, Mary, this London's a wonderful sight. The people are working by day and by night. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat. And there's gangs of them digging for gold in the street. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. I just took a hand at this digging for gold. For For all that found, sure I might as well be in that place where the dark morn sweep down to the sea. There's beautiful girls, though never you mind, beautiful shapes nature never designed, lovely complexions of roses and cream. And let me remark with regard to the same, that if at those roses you'd venture to sip, the colour might all come away from your lips. So I'll wait for the wild rose that's waiting for me in the place where the dark morn sweep down to the sea. You remember young Peter O'Loughlin, of course. He's over here with the rest of the force. I saw him one day, I was crossing the Strand, and he stopped the whole street with a wave of his hand. And as we stood talking the days that were gone, the whole town of London stood there to look on. But all his great power, sure he's wishful like me, to be back where the dark morn sweep down to the sea. For all his great powers, he's wishful like me, to be back where the dark morn sweep down to the sea. Alrighty, so that's your torture over, a very special song to me. I'm looking forward to getting the chance to see the dark morns again very, very soon. I'd like the Sheep Minions just burnt his finger. Good evening, Bob, in Burnham-on-Sea. Lovely. Arto, fantastic. I was thinking about you when I was writing the quiz, which I'm sure you'll notice when. Oh no, Arto's not well. Arto's ill. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Who is going to entertain us at half-time? Good evening, Uncle Tony. Well, if Arto's watching this in the replay, hey Arto, it's great to see you. How you doing? I hope you're doing great and enjoy the show. Even though he's probably and possibly gone to bed. Liz has a couple of jokes ready. Oh no. Good evening, Amanda, darling. How are you doing? I hope all is well in your world. So, folks, we're up against the Euros 2020 stroke Euros 2021. There could be a mass revolt next Friday night because England will be playing Scotland, and her indoors has told me that she will not be here. No. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm under severe pressure to be going solo to try and keep everything going. So I might be calling on one very special female if she's up to coming round and doing the show live with me. That is, of course, Liz the Leg End. So we'll throw that idea out to Liz. Amanda's trying not to watch the football. I love it, Amanda, and I love you. Liz, straight away, I will help you. You see, that's when you have a strong woman in your world and she's behind you 100% all the time, doesn't matter what football's on. You can always call on her. Thanks very much, Liz. Don't shoot a water pistol over the... She's got a new toy, a water pistol to shoot over the laptop. Unbelievable. Minion Jessie said she's already on her bike. Oh, Jesus, I don't mean tonight. Okie dokie. Electric Sheep Minion says I don't have to make an effort not to watch the football. Yeah, he's watching the cricket, yeah. Okie dokie, I reckon we should get started. We were a little late going on. 3 minutes late going online tonight. I just thought I'd cause a little bit of suspense for them all to go, oh no, he's freaking not working again tonight. But no, actually, I couldn't get the freaking thing. I couldn't get it started. Anyway, let's get started. Are you ready, her indoors? Yep. Okie dokie. So we are going to begin straight away. It's really easy. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper. If you want to join in the chat and be able to enter the draw, which is now open, all you've got to do is type George into the chat if you're watching the show on twitch.tv/Irish question mark. If you are watching it on Facebook, come across to twitch.tv and join us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Sophie and Senna. And good evening to my mum and dad in Warrenpoint if they are watching the show, because Christopher's down visiting. Great to have you on board. Okay, let's get started, folks. Question number 1. Which country has the internet domain .ch? Which country has the internet domain .ch? Slightly sketchy connection, but so far it's just going to low resolution and having short time outs. Might quite possibly be because the internet is running a tad slow with people illegally streaming the Euros. So don't blame me, blame her indoors, because she's supposed to fix everything that's technical. Any chance of speeding up the internet, her indoors?
Yeah, let me just get my key to wind it up.
There you go. Number 2, what is the name of the ship in the novel Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson, of course? What is the name of the ship in the novel Treasure Island? Hearing no music, hearing no music. That's why I'm... let me just turn it on. Question number 3. Dingbat! 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 Alrighty, so this dingbat is so easy that I think even Pete, who apparently is in Dublin tonight, attempting to eat soda farls, not potato bread, and he's not stuck up to his knees in water in County Leitrim in a nudist campsite. Yes, folks, the news got to Irish question mark. It was, in fact, a nudist campsite that was basically flooded out in County Leitrim. You should know better, Pete. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 7-word phrase. Liz is also saying that she's having some issues with the interweb, but we shall crack on because I'm running directly into our system, so I'm running at top speed. So the problem's on your end, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 4, round number 1. Which fruit is used in making Melba sauce? Which fruit is used in making Melba sauce? So Jesse has suggested that if you switch to 480, whatever that means, it seems to help. Her indoors, what would Jesse be meaning if he said switch to 480? Question number 5. Question number 5 is, of course, Jan the Man. I think there's a slight delay with her indoors as well. German footballer Oliver Kahn played in which position? Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. German footballer Oliver Kahn, yeah, played in which position? I'm not going to do that impersonation because they're slightly rude. Resolution. You see, my other woman, the other expert in my life, knew exactly what that meant. But we'll We'll be joined with her next week, ladies and gentlemen. A truly professional show is guaranteed. Question number 6. How many funnels did the ill-fated liner Titanic have? How many funnels did the ill-fated liner Titanic have? Question number 7. What color are the stars on the national flag of China? What color are the stars on the national flag of China? Alrighty. Piggies at the market! Bonus question time. So if you're ready, Piggies at the market, fingers on the keys, and all that malarkey. Here is your first question. I will be asking this question. I want you to type the answer into the chat, and the first person that has the correct answer will be added to the spin the wheel at the end of tonight's quiz. So it is a pretty topical question because we're in the Euros. Oh, by the way, folks, that little jingle, Junior created that little jingle on the guitar, so we'll now be including that in every show. Betty Gemini, sticks on the clicks. Indeed. Here we go. Here is your first question. Euro 2020. I'm not going to ask you how many teams are involved. I'm not going to ask you who I picked in the football lottery draw. I'm going to ask you, how many medals will the winning team from Euro 2020 football tournament receive to be able to give them to their players and staff? How many medals will the winning team from the Euro 2020 football tournament receive? Bob, 51, that's wrong. Get your answers in as quick as possible. The closest to the correct answer, or the person that says the correct answer, will get their name added to the bonus spin the wheel. Betty Gemini 12 is wrong. Uncle Tony, going in the right direction. Was 35, lovely to see you. Higher, higher, higher. I did give you a clue that it's the players and the staff. Mr. T says none. He's wrong. Was 35, you're getting so close I feel like crying. Like having a handful of onions. Boom! Uncle Tony has hit the nail on the head. Piggies at the market. The correct answer is the winning team will receive 40 gold medals to distribute among their players and staff. The runners-up in the final will receive 40 silver medals to distribute among players and staff. So 40 was the number we're looking for. Electric Sheep Minion still doesn't realize that we know what the answer is. 109 is not the answer I was looking for. Moving swiftly along to a rather serious question on the Irish question mark quiz tonight. Clive James, very famous bygone presenter and interview program, Clive James Television. He's an Aussie, and he described a certain actor in a rather peculiar way. He said he looks like a condom full of walnuts. Which actor loosely said, do you think he was talking about? So don't write this answer in the chat. You know how it works. Get it on your pen and paper. Clive James said on the Clive James on television, He looks like a condom full of walnuts. Which actor was he talking about? Her indoors is looking... Her face looks like a condom full of walnuts. Number 9. Multiple guess. Which vegetable was the first to be canned? Which vegetable was the first to be canned? So you've got 3 choices there. Have a guess. Corn, carrots, or peas? Which vegetable was the first to be canned? Liz says about the walnuts, how does he know what that looks like? A man has to have a hobby. Yeah. And your last question in our first round tonight. Yes, indeed, it is Val coming to do a little bit of an anagram dance tonight. That is, of course, Frank's better half. I wonder, will birthday boy Frank be in tonight? A nerd is a gas. A nerd is a gas is an anagram of which former sportsman who liked to play with small balls? A nerd is a gas is an anagram of which former sportsman that liked to play with small balls. Remember, 5 points for the correct answer in the dingbats and, of course, in the anagram round. Winner number 1 in the spin the wheel, Uncle Tony. Over in Birmingham. Now you do, her indoors does do a good Birmingham accent. No pressure, her indoors. Nice and loud so everyone can hear. It doesn't even sound like her. Honestly and truthfully. When she talks in her sleep and she talks in a Birmingham accent, I think that someone's come in to rob us. Isn't that right, Uncle Tony? Follow us on twitch.tv/Irish ? Simply type George into the chat and you can enter tonight's draw. Let's have a little look to see who actually has entered the draw so far. 19 of you so far, and quite a few, and Amanda's in there. A Minion Jessie, her indoors. Baroness of Burnham, who else is in there? Grab 88, Electric Sheep Minion, Betty Gemini, Uncle Tony, Liz the Legend, Mr. T in Malaysia, Pete in Dublin, the Minions, Space Dracula, Radiant Reluca, and Dashing David. Still waiting on that karaoke tip. Also, Arto is sick, but he still entered the draw. I like the way you're thinking, Arto. I like the way you're thinking. And Wasp 35. Okay. Folks, the virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much to Liz. I've just received your donation. Thank you very much indeed, my dear. I'm just going to put in some links into the chat. And if you'd like to send across a little tip, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so round 2 is our double points round. And I've picked a subject which most of you should know things about. Herbs and spices. Her indoors, do you know anything about herbs and spices? She knows nothing about herbs and spices except that they're kept in the cupboard and that I use them when I'm cooking most evenings. Isn't that correct, her indoors?
Yeah.
Who made dinner tonight? Me. So, 2 points. Question number 1. What is the ingredient usually used to turn rice or curry yellow? Yellow paint is incorrect. What is the ingredient usually used to turn rice or curry yellow? No, you're not. Basil does not turn rice green. Okay. I thought you thought the answer was curry yellow was basil. It wouldn't surprise me if the truth be known. What flavor does the herb fennel have? Control yourself. What flavor does the herb fennel have? Too much information, her indoors. Just in case you didn't hear what her indoors just said, she said, when I asked this question, what flavor does the herb fennel have? She said, oh, it reminds me of the tea that I used to drink when I was breastfeeding. Do you think people during the quiz want to hear them sorts of information? Well, maybe they want to see the video, but I don't think they want to just hear about it. Thank you very much indeed, Pete in Dublin, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you, Pete. Question number 3. Which plant used as a herb is also known as barbed wire grass? Which plant used as a herb is also known as barbed wire grass? Electric Sheep Minion, by the way, I just sent a little message to her after hearing about the possible chance of watching her indoors doing a how to breastfeed video. He'd rather just hear about it. Her indoors, did you hear that, folks? She says you can put a picture in next week. Hey, I'm not prompting her. Number 4. What spice do chefs call the sweet wood? What spice do chefs call the sweet wood? I wonder who I was thinking about when I put this video in. What spice do chefs call the sweet wood? Question number 4 in our double points round. Question number 5. What is the most widely used herb in the world? What is the most widely used herb in the world? Question number 6. With over 150 varieties of different types, which common herb is said to provide relief from an upset stomach? With approximately 150 different versions or different types, which common herb is said to provide relief from an upset stomach? Now, I think I'll say it before Liz the Legend says it, but I bet you this guy would provide a little bit of relief from an upset stomach for some of you ladies out there. That's all I gotta say. Number 7. What is the spice, the oil of which is used to treat toothache? Thank you very much, Captain Beer, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. What is the spice, the oil of the spice that is used to treat toothache? Jody was 35. Who came up with this round? I don't cook. Well, according to Facebook, you've been popping out and checking out a few restaurants to make sure they're all okay. Don't think that I haven't been seeing you. Promoting Let's Get Eating Out in Den Haag, or Utrecht, or Amersfoort, or anywhere else that you get the chance to go to. Lucky you, Jody. Why don't you just ask Michael, your better half, because I'm sure he knows all the answers. Stuck in the kitchen, just like me. Who was I thinking about when I put this video in? Slap that thigh. What is considered the king of herbs by many cookery authors? What is considered the king of herbs by many cookery authors? J. Van Haastricht, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Question number 9. How many spices are combined in allspice? How many spices are combined in allspice? No, that's Old Spice is an aftershave. Her indoors, you're showing your age. You know, a lot of these younger folks won't know what Old Spice is. How many spices, how many different spices are combined in allspice? And our last question in the double points round. What herb do the Chinese call the root of life? What herb do the Chinese call the root of life? Don't worry, folks. We have a guest round tonight, and I'm going to suggest that we do double points for the guest round. It's not her indoors. A true professional emailed me a fantastic guest round. Grab Idiot is just saying video sync is messed up, right? I think some people are having issues with the interweb. It's running a little bit off power tonight, but we shall crack on until we're told differently. Jesse and Micah, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. Don't forget, folks, if you want to join Amanda in the corner, or Mom, the quizzer formerly known as Mom, now known as Bob, in our prize room, or Big Uncle Tony with a big smile down in the corner, or we have, of course, Jan the Man, Wasp 35 in this picture. We have Liz the Legend, and Pete, and Pat Beard, and a couple of minions thrown in there too. Radiant Raluca, Grab Idiot Gang, and Captain Beer. Captain Beer! You've just got to type George into the chat if you have not done that already. Most of you have, and you will be entered into tonight's mystery draw. Who will be next? Now, I have a little bit of news about the mystery draw. Last week's mystery draw winner was Claire and Liam in Ireland. Now, they were super, super happy to have won the mystery prize draw. But I got a message during the week saying that Claire was so happy to win the mystery draw that she knocked over a bottle of beer that was standing next to the laptop, which did in fact fry and die instantly, and that is why she couldn't sort of send me her email address or anything else on the night of the show. So she contacted me a day or two later by telephone and told me the story and said, you know, I said, unfortunately, the mystery prize isn't a laptop, but it's pretty close. So, you know what to do if you want to win tonight's mystery prize and you want to join that very special club. Simply type George into the chat if you're watching on twitch.tv/Irish question mark. Captain Beard said Claire can now officially be called the first casualty of the show. Well, technically, Claire's laptop. Well, we had a first proposal. Why not the first, the first casualty in the quiz war? So, round 3, let's get started. What one-word answer can be used for a birthmark, a piece of drilling machinery, and, Jodie's dad should be good at this one, a secret agent? What one word can be used as a birthmark, a piece of drilling machinery, and a secret agent? Now, Electric Sheep Minion has just got the wrist slapped. Too much ball talk, if you ask me. They could get the ball kicking over quicker, but then they have to have the ball kickers' anthems, the talking about the ball kicking, and the endless ads about ball kicking. Please refrain from sending such a long message. Well done, Streamlabs. Keep them in check. Question number 2. Which actor played the President of the United States in the movie Nixon? Which actor played the President of the United States in the movie Nixon? Jesse says kick less balls is what they mean. Yeah, if you're going to do any ball kicking, keep it short. Number 3, hermit, spider, and blue are all types of which creature? Hermit, spider, and blue are all types of which creature? Thank you very much, Gary, for your donation. Which Gary's that? Her indoors tried to trick me by not putting Gary's surname and thinking that I wouldn't think, is that Gary that I used to think was in Dublin? Fingers on the type. Fingers on the type. Yes, indeed. It is another bonus question time. I'll get back to Gary, but after I ask the bonus question. Okay, so are you ready? Here is the second question on our bonus question time, which gets you get your name added to the spin the wheel. Electric Sheep Minion has added Smackers on the Tackers. It's a new one. Smackers on the Tackers. Get it on the list now indoors. The question is, please don't type the answer. Don't type the answer until I ask the question. Kickers on the tickers. Yes, Betty Gemini, we will bring kickers on the tickers. Oh, that's for the football. Kickers on the tickers. I like the way she's thinking. Okay, so here is the question. Remember, Uncle Tony, you cannot win this one. Your name is already on the spin the wheel. Okay, so winner number 2. The question is, nearly 3% of the ice in Antarctic glaciers is penguin urine. True or false? Nearly 3% of the ice in Antarctic glaciers is penguin urine. True or false? Now, I was, of course, thinking of Ardo, our F&C, when I wrote this answer in. Controversial, ladies and gentlemen. Do I accept Captain Beer typing TR, or do I accept Minion Jesse typing TRUE? Remember, folks, it is your show, and you have to decide. Whatever the first person through 3. Was 35's just woke up. Amanda's wrote T. I have no idea. Such a weird question. Stop taking the quiz so serious. Should we let Captain Beer in with TR, or should we push it to Minion Jesse, who was the first to type true? I mean, did I say true or fa? Or did I say true or false? We'll let Captain Beer decide it himself. Listen, let me see, Minion. No. Pete says toss a coin. Oh no, what have I started? Her indoors, have you got a coin? What do you mean you haven't used money for a year and a half? Bob says Minion Jesse. Amanda says TR is okay by me. Yes, Amanda, but that's only because you typed a T. Okay, so we have a very special coin. It is Her Indoors €2 coin. Because what can I tell you? She doesn't take money out of her pocket too often. I'm the queen. I don't do money. I was afraid of being timed out for a long message. Don't tell lies, Captain Beer. Minion Jesse's laughing, saying, I'll get the next one. Robert says tails. Okay, so, of course he's saying tails when there's no head. Or she gives me a coin with no head or tails. Have you got an English coin, Her Indoors? You're supposed to be English. Okay, heads I win, tails you lose, Minion Jesse. Okay, so here, this is the way we're going to do it. Liz says, don't take the deal, Robert. Stay out of it, Liz. Shh, we're on a winner. Robert, if it lands on number 2, then your name goes on the spin the wheel. If it lands on whatever that is, then it is Minion Jesse. Okay, so the winner is Minion Jesse. The excitement nearly killed me. Okay, Minion Jesse is the second winner, but I'm sure Captain Beer will get another chance. So Minion Jesse, winner number 2. Okay, question number 4, and this is one that I thought even Gordy would know. Which Scottish hero was made Guardian of Scotland in 1297? Which Scottish hero was made Guardian of Scotland in 1297? Thank you very much, Captain Beer, for being so fair. Question number 5. Young man, what sport recommends you to duck the boom? Now, folks, please keep your thoughts clean. It is a family show. What sport recommends you to duck the boom? Well, what can I tell you, folks? This shows who Her Indoors was rooting for. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Her Indoors. Question number 6. On an ordnance survey map, what does the sign RY stand for? On an ordnance survey map, what does the sign RY stand for? I love it, folks, when I'm doing these weekly shows and I have my very clever other half, Her Indoors, the she that should be obeyed, the apple in my blossom, the jewel in my soul. Whenever I ask a random question, she often does this. like she's scanning through her brain and world of knowledge to get the correct answer. But then she quickly goes from this to, it's gone. On Northern Survey map, what does or Y stand for? Talk about coffee. Where is the coffee? Rachel Minion, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you. What do you mean you hope Liz knows how to make coffee? When Liz comes round early and I organise a little bit of food for my other woman, they're not sure how to make the coffee. Or in fact, I might even make her a coffee because she's our special guest. I'm too busy. Question number 7. Who is the Greek counterpart to the Roman goddess Venus? Who is the Greek counterpart to the Roman goddess Venus? Now that her indoors has left to make the coffee, I shall rather quickly put her €2 into my pocket and see if she notices it. Thank you very much, her indoors. Oh, Liz, baby. Number 8. What color are the post boxes in Spain? What color are the post boxes in Spain? Maybe everyone else should have looked closer at the GIF. Number 9. What do gibbons, foxes, and swans have in common? What do gibbons, foxes, and swans have in common? Obviously, folks, before you write down they're all animals, that's not the answer I'm looking for. And our last question in this round, question number 10. Holy moly, it's Dingbat Man! Dingbat! Yes, indeed, folks. Dingbat Man! Dingbat Man! Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 2-word phrase. Remember that the dingbats and the anagrams are worth 5 points tonight. Alrighty, so that is our first 3 rounds. Let's give you some answers. Make sure that you have written George in the chat if you're watching the show on twitch.tv, because that's the place you should be watching it, because then you can join in our live chat. Like Jody just did, was 35, saying damn it, because she thought, I know the connection, they're all animals. Of course, Mark, are you stupid? Well, Mark might be stupid, but not that stupid. So the virtual tip jar is open for anyone that has sent in a little donation. Thank you very much indeed. It's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated indeed. If you'd like to follow Irish Question Mark, what we're doing and what we're up to, check the YouTube channel for previous shows. You can follow me or send me a message via Facebook. Also on Instagram, all you got to do simply is do a search for Irish Question Mark and you will find us. Don't forget, folks, this show is all about you. This show is all about you. Simply, if you want to add anything to the quiz show, just drop me an email at irishquestionmark@gmail.com, or you can go to the irishquestionmark.com website, have a little look at my new website, and contact me via that if you fancy it. So 1 point for each correct answer unless I tell you differently. Here are your answers to the first half of our quiz show. Question number 1. Which country has the internet domain .ch? For 1 point, the answer is Switzerland. Question number 2. What is the name of the ship in the novel Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson? The correct answer, Hispaniola, is the correct answer. Hispaniola. Question number 3. It is, of course, a dingbat question worth 5 points. Solve this dingbat. A well-known term or phrase. Light at the end of a tunnel is the answer that I was looking for 5 points. Not a light at the start of the tunnel, which is what it looks like. Light at the end of the tunnel. Give yourself 5 points. Which fruit is used to make Melba sauce? The correct answer is raspberries. Number 5. It was a Jan the Man. German footballer Oliver Kahn was a goalkeeper. How many funnels did the ill-fated liner Titanic have? Well, you can see it is 4 funnels for 1 point. Number 7, what color are the stars on the national flag of China? The correct answer is yellow. Thank you very much, Aaron Doors. Liz has already sent a message saying she knows how to make coffee. I'll give her instructions. Here we go. 2.3 seconds. And number 8, Clive James said he looks like a condom full of walnuts. About which actor? Well, I did say it's loosely an actor. The correct answer for a point is I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Give yourself a point if you guessed that one correct. I am getting some warning messages sent to me saying dropped frames detected over the last 2 minutes. So we must be having some issues with the internet, but let's just crack on as best we can, because even her indoors can't fix the interweb. Number 9, which vegetable was the first to be canned? The correct answer for 1 point, peas. And our last question in this round. Look who it is. It is next week's co-star going live from the Irish Question Mark Lounge. It is Liz the Legend. A nerd is a gas is an anagram of which former sportsman that liked to play with his small balls? Andre Agassi is the correct answer, and 5 points if you guessed that one correct. Thanks for reminding me, Electric Sheep Minion. Once you see it, it can't be unseen. Are you talking about Liz the Legend or Andre Agassi playing with his small balls? Double points, folks. Double points. Here are your answers. Question number 1. What is the ingredient usually used to turn rice or curry yellow? 2 points if you had turmeric. Number 2. Remember, double points round. What flavor does the herb fennel have? Apparently, it's great for breastfeeding. The answer is aniseed for 2 points. Number 3. Which plant used as a herb is also a barbed wire grass? The correct answer for 2 points, lemongrass. Number 4. What spice do chefs call the sweet wood? The correct answer is cinnamon for 2 points. Number 5. What is the most widely used herb in the world? The correct answer is, of course, parsley, not marijuana. Holy moly! Yes, folks, it is our spin the wheel bonus question time. Who will be joining Uncle Tony and Minion Jesse next to go on the wheel? Okay. Here is your question. There is only one part of the body that cannot heal itself. Name it. There is only one part of the body that cannot heal itself. Name which part of the body that I'm talking about. All right, folks, let's see how clever you really are. After reading the question, I'm thinking, will anybody actually get it? Flubbers on the blubbers, liver is wrong. Are you writing down these new sayings, Herondors? Have you written down flubbers on the blubbers? Have you written down the previous ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Heart is wrong. Slam it down on the key town. The eye is wrong. The brain is wrong. The hair is wrong. The tongue is wrong. I'm beginning to think it's going to be a long night here indoors. There is only one part of the body that cannot heal itself. Name it. The correct answer I have just seen, and it is Minion Micah. Aren't you a clever little girl? It is indeed teeth or tooth. A little bit late, Liz the Legend came in and Grab88 also came in. The correct answer was teeth or tooth. Winner number 3, Minion Micah. Alrighty, question number 6. With over 150 different types, what common herb is said to provide a relief from an upset stomach? The correct answer is, in fact, mint. Things are running a little bit slow in Birmingham. Uncle Tony's just typed in teeth. Don't forget, folks, this is a double points round. Reward yourself with 2 points if you guess this correct. What is the spice, the oil of which is used to treat a toothache? The answer is a clove. Number 8. What is considered the king of herbs by many cookery authors? This looks like a scene from her indoors the last time she cooked pizzas. The correct answer is Basil. Basil, Mr. Faulty. Number 9. How many spices are combined in allspice? The correct answer is 1. Allspice is the name given to pimento. That is a fair point, Electric Sheep Minion. What if you get a stomach ache from eating too many mints? Uncle Tony is just saying that the reason why Tooth was a little bit slow is because he's watching football. And our last one. What herb do the Chinese call the root of life? The correct answer is ginseng. 2 points if you guessed any of the double points round number 2. Herbs and spices. Thank you. Moving swiftly along to round 3. Yale is the legend. Question number 1. Which word can be used for a birthmark, a piece of drilling machinery, and a secret agent? The correct answer for 1 point is a mole. Question number 2. Which actor played the President of the United States in the movie Nixon? It was indeed Anthony Hopkins. Ladies and gentlemen, not only is this an amazing fact, but Liz the Legend has typed something in capital letters and she wasn't timed out. The machine knew it was an important statement. Pandemic quiz first for the Liz the Legend team. They got 0 points in my double points round. Herbs and spices, folks. What can I tell you? I'm pretty impressed. Anthony Hopkins is the correct answer for question number 2. Everyone, keep concentrating. Yes, indeed, it is our blind, our deaf interpreter. If you're ever talking to someone that's deaf and you'd like to say to them, hey, do you fancy eating some crab in a restaurant? You know how to do the sign now. Do you fancy eating some in a restaurant? Nice one, Was 35. Liz also doesn't seem to cook. Oh, I love it when you banter each other. Okay, number 4. Which Scottish hero was made Guardian of Scotland in 1297? It was, of course, William Wallace. Number 5. What sport recommends you to duck the boom? The correct answer is yachting. Question number 6. On an ordnance survey map, what does the letters RY stand for? The correct answer for 1 point is a railway. Number 7. Who is the Greek counterpart to the Roman goddess Venus? Aphrodite is the correct answer. Or Aphrodite is correct. Her indoors, you missed a massive bit of news. Liz has come clean and said, ladies and gentlemen, pandemic quiz first for our team. 0 points during the spice and herb round. If Gordy was here now, he'd open a bottle of whiskey. Number 8, what colour are the post boxes in Spain? They are usually yellow. Well done, her indoors. She had that look again, folks. Number 9, what do gibbons, foxes and swans have in common? They all mate for life. Not, Jody, that they are all animals. And number 10, 5 points. It is a dingbat. What do you see, folks? Well, you see a bat, you see a comb, and you see a sign saying danger. The answer I was looking for 5 points is combat zone or comb at zone. I think Pete in Dublin even got that one right. Never mind Pete in Dublin. I nearly forgot about Gary. But I couldn't do that because Gary, I thought, was Pete in Dublin. Well, actually, I thought Gary was Gary in Dublin. But then Gary in Dublin told me that Gary in Dublin wasn't Gary in Dublin. He was Gary in Ipswich that used to come to the Sherlock Holmes, which, folks, is apparently closing. Staying closed is the rumour that we hear about Sherlock Holmes, but we are waiting for some clarification. Fingers crossed. It'd be a shame to lose such a fantastic venue. So time will tell. Okay, folks, we're going to take a very short break. I was at this stage hoping to say to you, hey, listen, I've got Radiant Raluca or Dashing Dave's karaoke video. But alas, another week goes by and we're waiting on Dashing David's karaoke video. Get it sorted. And I'm still waiting on your phone call to come round and go for a walk. Like Ardo and like the birthday boy. Do none of you want to spend precious quality time with me anymore? Okay, folks, so we're going to take a very short break. Apparently, Liz the Legend, who is ready for any eventuality, has got a couple of jokes sorted for half-time. You see, she's basically a battery. She's ever ready. Ever ready, Liz. Minion Jesse thought that the connection between the animals was that they needed to take a run before taking off. Unbelievable. A gibbon. Okay, folks, so to join tonight's free draw, if you're watching this on Facebook, you've got to come across to twitch.tv/Irish ? And just simply type George into the chat, which most of the people that are on here have already done. The virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much for anyone that has sent a little donation in. Greatly appreciated. I've just put the link into the chat. Grab88 saying, the guy from the Fiddler says, hi to you, Mark. Well, hi, is it Electric Eric? That's the question, because Grab88, folks, they've done the right thing. They have popped in and supported the Fiddler, and I said to them, when you're in there, say hi from Mark. It's great. Thank you very much for reminding. Okay, Liz the Legend has come up with her first joke tonight. What can we call Liz the Legend? I mean, Ardo is our FNC. Our Finnish comedian. What do you do if you have too many red hot chili peppers? Give it away, 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 give it away. You see, I got that, Liz. Thank you very much. How do you measure red hot chili peppers? Give it away, give it away, give it away. Boom. I like what you done there. Minion Jesse, what do you get if you cross an elephant with a mole? I don't know. What do you get if you cross an elephant with a mole? The suspense is killing me. They're all music jokes tonight. Electric Sheep Minion. My girlfriend left me because I was listening to Linkin Park too much. But in the end, it really doesn't matter. What do you get if you cross an elephant with a mole? I don't know. I think Minion Jesse's fallen asleep at the keyboard. What's red and smells like blue paint? Red paint. Her indoors still wants to know, what do you get if you cross an elephant with a mole? It's quite possibly translated from Dutch, which isn't going to bring too much humor to the party. My dad had a Rolling Stones cassette stuck in the car radio. I kept wishing for a Beatles song. I don't think that's a joke. Minion Jesse, thank you very much. Massive holes in your garden. I'm going to have to explain it to her indoors.
You can't always get what you want.
But you can't always get what you want. Liz has bounced back. What did the baker say during a robbery? Hand over the dough, sucker. Alrighty, folks. I greatly appreciated to everyone stepping in tonight at our halftime show, because Ardo, our resident F&C Finnish comedian, that is feeling a little bit under the weather, and he will be checking out the jokes while watching the show on replay. I hope Ardo gets well very soon, and he's not just watching the football. Okay, folks, let's get started to round 4. And here's your first question. From which Middle East country were Terry Waite and John McCarthy released in 1991? From which Middle East country were Terry Waite and John McCarthy released in 1991? Is this the point where her indoors says, I met Terry Waite? I knew you were going to say. See, are you talking about me or Terry Waite? Both Terry Waite and myself are very charismatic men. Charismatic men. Thank you very much for that little hidden compliment, her indoors. Question number 2. Liz the Legend. What does a circle with a cross through it mean on a clothing label? You see, I didn't forget when you wanted this ridiculous a label round. I mean, Electric Sheep Minion doesn't know what a washing machine is. You know what I'm saying? Her indoors says, who reads labels? Electric Sheep Minion is still telling jokes. How do you make a bandstand? Take away their seats. Oh my, oh my. Question number 3. 3 points up for grabs, folks. What were the first 3 food items to be rationed in World War II? I say in the UK, but it basically was across Europe except Germany, because they had loads of everything, apparently. What were the first 3 food items to be rationed in World War II? 1 point for each correct answer from the 3 answers that I have. I really want to say something. Her indoors has just mouthed 3 answers to me. You're not right in the head. So 3 points up for grabs. Amanda, can you remember this one? What were the first 3 food items to be rationed in World War II? I'm sure you heard your parents talking about it. Question number 4. Often used in English. What does the French term carte blanche actually mean? Often used in English. What does the French term carte blanche actually mean? Now, it's times like this, folks, that if you had a French member in your team, this is the time to call on them. All right, Amanda. I am not surprised. You done history at school, didn't you, Amanda? Question number 4. What does the French term carte blanche actually mean? Question number 5. Flickers on the clickers. It's bonus question time. So get yourself ready to type the answer into the chat. You will join Uncle Tony, Minion Jesse, and Minion Micah on the Spin the Wheel this week. The question is, if you're ready, it's a percentage question, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer will obviously be 100 or lower. The question is, how much percentage of milk is actually water? What is the percentage of milk that is actually water? I have a number in front of me, taken from the interweb, and that's the one that we're going to go with. What do you think the answer could be? I think Grab 88 has mixed up the question. I think she thinks I'm talking about water. Glutton on the mutton. Glutton on the mutton. I like that one. Baroness of Burnham, 69. It's incorrect, but I like the way you're thinking. Amanda, you are pretty close at 90, but not close enough. Grab 88 has took a more genuine guess of 68. That is wrong. Minion Jesse is thinking that it's a trick question. That is also wrong. Liz, 96. Incorrect. Grab 88 is extremely close. Minion Rachel is extremely close. The answer is the one that you haven't put in is correct. You're going the wrong way, Grab 88. Boom! Grab 88 at attempt number 88. The correct answer was 87%. Grab 88. Winner number 4 on the Spin the Wheel. Minion Rachel came in just a little bit too late with 87%. Question number 5 is a Jan the Man football question. And the question is, I think Aaron Dawes will get this one right. What Football League side was once known as Newton Heath? What Football League side was once known as Newton Heath? Yes, we seem to be having some issues with the speed of the stream tonight, folks. No, that's because you're sitting next to me. I'm only kidding, her indoors, by the way, yeah. Question number 6. The city of Linz is in which European country? The city of Linz is in which European country? Question number 7. Distance equals speed times what? Distance equals speed times what? My thoughts are going back to what Liz the Legend said about the team talking themselves out of points in the Spice and Herbs round. And I'm thinking, if Gordy and Susie in Aberdeen happen to watch this on replay on the Irish Question Mark YouTube channel, he will be absolutely devastated that he wasn't playing tonight, because he could have stormed miles ahead of the Liz the Legend team. Pat the Beard sent me a message during the week saying, apologising that he had already made some plans and couldn't be here tonight, missing the online quiz, I think, for the first time since he joined us. That's probably why they done absolutely rather poorly in the Spice and Herb round, because I do believe it's only Captain Beer and Liz the Legend playing tonight in their team. Question number 8. If cats are feline, which creatures are bovine? If cats are feline, which creatures are bovine? Question number 9. What title does the leader of Mexico hold? What title does the leader of Mexico hold? And your last question in this round. Abomination to a well-wisher is an anagram of which 6-word TV quiz show? Abomination to a well-wisher is an anagram of which 6-word TV quiz show? Liz has put her hands up saying, it's true, now you know who our star player is. Yes, indeed. Pat the Beard, living legend that he is. And sorely missed tonight. But, folks, he'll pop up later on in the show, don't you worry. So, take a little photograph of this one or write it down. Mix the letters up, and you can earn a possible 5 points. This is pretty easy. Abomination to a well-wisher is an anagram of which 6-word TV quiz show? Round 5. Question number 1. Which soup takes its name from the Urdu word for pepper water? Which soup takes its name from the Urdu word for pepper water? Question number 2. A haloed pin man is the symbol of which fictional character? A haloed pin man is the symbol of which fictional character? Question number 3. What fruit flavor is the alcoholic drink Marabella? What fruit flavor is the alcoholic drink Marabelle? Remember, if you're watching this on Facebook, come across to twitch.tv, www.twitch.tv/Irish question mark, and you can join us in the chat room. You can interact with myself live, and you can also enter our free draw for our mystery prize tonight, the Irish question mark mystery prize. Question number 4. Which color lies between red and yellow in the visible spectrum? Which color lies between red and yellow in the visible spectrum? Be very careful with this question because there's a big difference between a spectrum and a rectrum. Moving swiftly along. Question number 5. Question number 5 tonight is a Jan the Man question. Yes, indeed, Jan the Man, our official Dutch virtual referee, FIFA endorsed. The headquarters of the International Ice Hockey Federation is found in which European city? A little bit of inspiration from reading Arto, our FNC's Facebook posts about the hockey World Championship that he was watching during the last week or so. So I thought I'd put a hockey question in. So if he's watching this on rerun, do you know the answer, Ardo? The headquarters of the International Ice Hockey Federation is in which European city? Question number 6, round number 5, out of a possible 6 rounds tonight. The question is, what event is caused by radiation hitting the Earth's atmosphere? What event is caused by radiation hitting the Earth's atmosphere? Question number 7. Which US sandwich shop originally went by the name Pete's Super Submarines? Which sandwich shop originally went by the name Pete's Super Submarines? Don't be fooled by Minion Jesse giving everyone a helping hand. That'll question about the hockey. It'll probably be something like Spain or South Africa. His clues are nearly as good as mine. Question number 8. What is the fin on the backs of fish or some whales and dolphins called? So what is the fin that is found on the backs of fish? An example are whales and dolphins. Question number 9. What color does copper give to a firework? What color does copper give to a firework? Thanks. That's basically Jesse's code name to say that he's just back from the toilet. I understand that statement, Jesse. And number 10. It's Dingbat Man! Dingbat time, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this is worth 5 points. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 4-word phrase. I even think Pete in Dublin's going to guess this one's right. Moving swiftly along. Round 6. Pat the Beard guest round. Now, folks, what can I tell you? I thoroughly enjoyed reading through Pat the Beard's guest round. Twigged a few things, but what a great job he done. The subject that Pat the Beard sent in was movies and TV series. Movies and TV series rounds. So let's go. Double points round, folks. Pat the Beard guest round. Double points. I have been assured that Pat the Beard has not shared this with his team members, so let's see how well Liz the Legend and Captain Beard do. Question number 1. Austin Powers. How much did Dr. Evil initially demand against a threat of destroying the whole world? Was it $1 million, $1 million, $1 billion, or $1 trillion? How much did Dr. Evil initially demand against a threat of destroying the whole world? Was it $1 million, $1 billion, or $1 trillion? Yes, folks, this is Pat the Beard's guest round. You too could enter a guest round. All you got to do is email it to me at irishquestionmark@gmail.com. or go via the Irish Question Mark website. Double points. It's bonus question time, folks. Tips on the nips. Alrighty, who will be joining Uncle Tony, Minion Jesse, Minion Micah, and Grab 88? Get yourself ready, folks. Here is the question. Over how many countries does the Sahara Desert span? Froggers on the cloggers. Froggers on the cloggers. Over how many countries does the Sahara Desert span? Now that is your bonus question for this part of the Spin the Wheel part of the show. Couple of answers coming in, a couple of strange answers coming in. None correct so far. Herindor says no clues. Liz the Legend is whacking random numbers in here. The letter Z is not an acceptable answer, or is the violin? Keep going, folks. I can't say anything until I see the number. The correct answer is 12 countries. Liz was doing a little bit of a clever move there, going up the countries. She's got nothing to learn. Unlike Mr. T at 4 a.m. in the morning in Malaysia, with his answer of only 5 countries. You've got a lot to learn, my friend. Also, Pete in Dublin, 22 countries. How big do you think the Sahara is? Mr. T, 69. Now that might have just got you the name on the spin the wheel if you had typed it earlier. I like the way you're thinking. The correct answer was 12 countries. The Sahara Desert spans 12 countries. Okay, we have one more place on the spin the wheel, so make sure you're ready for our little jingle. In Kill Bill, what was the name of the truck stolen by the bride to find Bill? This delay is killing my chances, Electric Sheep Minion says. Not that I had any to begin with. Well, I think, to be honest with you, everybody is having delay issues because as I'm talking and doing the show and you are chatting in the chat room, it's the delay between what I say and what you say is rather large tonight. So it's rather tricky to keep things running as smooth as I professionally have. Going back to Pat the Beard's double points round, his guest round that he emailed to me during the week. Kill Bill, what was the name of the truck stolen by the bride to find Bill? Liz has got nothing to learn. I'm refreshing as soon as it says bonus time. Unbelievable. Question number 3. What happened to Petey the parakeet in Dumb and Dumber? What happened to Petey the parakeet in Dumb and Dumber? Question number 4. Name the father and son who both played characters in 2 different iconic Vietnam War movies. Name the father and son actors who both played characters in 2 separate iconic Vietnam War movies. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat the Beard has joined us. What a fantastic surprise. It was all about the coming in during his round to claim a bit of fame. Well done, Pat. I like the way you're thinking. May I be the first to say, Pat the Beard, that Liz the Legend and Captain Beer, for the first time since these online shows began 61 quizzes ago, got 0 points in a double round because you weren't here. Number 5, what are the years that Marty was sent back to in the Back to the Future series? If you think it was 1845, 1965, 1985 and 2015, then write the letter A. If you think it was 1855, 1955, 1985 and 2025, write the letter B. If you think it was 1855, 1955, 1985 or 2015, write the word C. And if you think it was D, 1865, 1965, 1985 and 2015, write the word or the letter D. Or if you are like most people, apart from Pat the Beard, because we have found out that he is in fact the clever member of Liz the Legend and Captain Beer's team, then just randomly close your eyes and put your finger on the screen. And that's the answer that quite possibly could be correct. Number 6, what kind of liquid was used in the bathtub in the scene from Breaking Bad? What kind of liquid was used in the bathtub in the scene from Breaking Bad? Was it acetic acid, A, B, hydrofluoric acid, C, sulfuric acid, or D, acid eki? Number 7, Pulp Fiction, multiple guess. Which of the following did Marcellus's wife do? If you think it was put a watch where the sun does not shine, type the letter A. If you think it was shut a guard on the toilet, type B. If you think it was C, sniffed white sugar, type C. If you think it was D, drank the whole $10 milkshake, then type D. So A, B, C, or D. Which of the following did Marcellus's wife do in Pulp Fiction? Put a watch where the sun doesn't shine, shot a guard on the toilet, sniffed white sugar, or drank the whole $10 milkshake. If in doubt, choose one out or whip it out. Number 8, name the color nicknames and corresponding actors used in Reservoir Dogs. Loads of points up for grabs in this question. So you get a point for each of the color nicknames. And if you write the corresponding actor's name to the character that he played, you get a bonus point. So I'm going to leave you with this question for a little while. So name the color nicknames for 1 point from the characters from the Reservoir Dogs. And if you can name any of the corresponding actors that were used in the Reservoir Dogs, and of course they are correct to the nickname, you can get some bonus points. Moving along in Pat the Beard's double points round, name the cult leader in the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What was Once Upon a Time in the West?
No. Name the cult leader in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And our last question in Pat the Beard's guest round. Do what Pat the Beard done. Email me the start of next week with about 15 questions. It can be any subject that you want, and we'll put it together and put it into next week's show.
Or I'll do one.
Or Suffering Mother of God, her indoors might do one. She has written one, but I've ripped it up. Question number 10 from a fantastic guest round from Pat the Beard. What violent but essential part was not shown in the heist movie Reservoir Dogs with the undercover cop? What violent but essential part was not shown in the heist movie Reservoir Dogs with the undercover cop? Alrighty, folks, so thank you very much indeed, Pat the Beard, for sending in a fantastic and a little bit tricky guest round. Everyone was more than happy, especially when you timed it perfectly to pop in and do a guest appearance. Okay, folks, that is the end of our quiz show tonight. If you would like to enter the draw for the mystery prize, all you've got to do is type George into the chat. Our mystery prize winners club so far is as you see it. So if you would like to be in the prize winners, the mystery prize winners club, then you know what you got to do. It's so easy, it's embarrassing. Thank you very much. Oh, I just see George, Pat the Beard's just typed George into the chat, and he has now been entered into the draw. Fantastic. Okay. The virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much for anyone that has been kind enough to send a little donation in. I've just put some links into the chat. Thank you very much indeed, folks. And at this point, may I say to you that after 61 shows, it's been my privilege to share our Friday nights together with you ever since the whole lockdown malarkey started. Thank you very much, the hardcore group of beautiful souls that have stayed connected with myself and her indoors every Friday night. Thank you very much indeed. It literally touches my heart more than you'll ever know, because I'm not that much of an emotional guy most evenings. Okay. Thanks, her indoors. So here are your answers to the second half of tonight's show. Question number 1, Lebanon is the correct answer for 1 point. The Middle East country that Terry Waite and John McCarthy were released in 1991. Question number 2, especially for Liz the Leg End, who will be my co-star next week? What does the circle with a cross through it mean on a clothing label? Do not dry clean, for 1 point. Question number 3. What were the first 3 food items to be rationed in World War II in the UK? Butter, sugar, and bacon. 3 points up for grabs. And Amanda has reassured me that she knew the answer to this. Obviously, she paid attention in her history round at school. Isn't that right, Amanda? Question number 4. Times like this, it helps if you have a French person. Often used in English, what does the French term carte blanche mean? It means a free hand. Betty Gemini wanted to know the answer to the first question. The answer to the first question was... that's a good question, actually. Do you?
What was the first
What was the first question? The answer was Lebanon. Question number 5. Jan the man, which football league side was once known as Newton Heath? The correct answer is her indoors favourite football team,
Woo, woo.
Manchester United. Manchester United. Question number 6. The city of Linz is in which European country? It is in Austria. 1 point for that answer. Distance equals speed times what? The answer is time. Distance equals speed multiplied by time. Number 8. If cats are feline, which creatures are bovine? The answer's in the video. It is cattle. Number 9. What title does the leader of Mexico hold? The answer is president. Question number 10. Yeah, baby! Abomination to a well-wisher is an anagram of which 6-word TV quiz show? Happy birthday, Frank, in your absence. Or if you're watching it on repeat on the YouTube, Irish Question Mark YouTube channel, on behalf of myself and her indoors, happy 61st. The correct answer for 5 points. Who wants to be a millionaire? Electric Sheep Minion, very observant. Minion Jesse is saying sheep is correct as well. Her indoors, can you check if sheep are classed as bovine? I don't believe that to be correct. Round 5, potluck. Back to 1 point for each correct answer. Which soup takes its name from the Urdu word for pepper water? Mulligatawny is the answer I was looking for. Betty Gemini, the correct answer is cows. They may not be bovine, but they are cattle. Sheep are ovine, not bovine. Thank you very much, Aaron Doors. The first sensible thing you've done all night. The haloed pin man is the symbol of which fictional character? You see the answer in front of you. It is the Saint for 1 point. Don't be blaming Tarquin. It's 4 a.m. in the morning in Malaysia. He can't be putting you off. He's always right. What fruit flavor is the alcoholic drink Mirabelle? That is, of course, plum. Number 4. Which color lies between red and yellow in the visible spectrum? The correct answer is orange. Number 5. The headquarters of the International Ice Hockey Federation is in which European city? The correct answer is Zurich. And this is, of course, a task answer. Things Arto should know.
Zurich for 1 point. Number 6, what event is caused by radiation hitting the Earth's atmosphere? The correct answer is the Northern Lights. 1 point. Number 7, the US sandwich shop that originally went by the name Pete's Super Submarines. The correct answer is Subway. Liz the Legend, you will of course realize when you are sitting here next week that there is no such thing as a partially correct answer, because Irish question mark is most certainly and most oftenly fully correct. Don't encourage her like a sheep minion. What is the fin on the backs of fish called? As like the whales or the dolphins, they are known as the dorsal fin. Grab 88, Ardo does indeed absolutely love ice hockey. Being from Finland, I'm not surprised. Number 9, what color does copper give to a firework? Well, the correct answer, you see, is green. Number 10, our dingbat question. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 4-word phrase. The correct answer is the wait is over. The wait is over for 5 points. Okay, so here is our final round tonight, round 6, and it is our double points round because Pat, the living legend, the beard, put together a guest round. Any guest rounds are worth double points. And I trust Pat the Beard because he's the cleverest member of Liz the Legend and Captain Beer's team. So he didn't share the answers, but they could have done with his knowledge in round 2. In case you forgot, the first time ever they got 0 points without you, Pat. We all know who is the special one. 2 points are up for grabs. How much did Dr. Evil initially demand against the threat of destroying the whole world? $1 million! Indeed. 2 points if you guessed that correct. Question number 2. In Kill Bill, what was the name of the truck stolen by the bride to find Bill? It was called the Pussy Wagon. 2 points if you guessed that one right. Number 3. What happened to Petey the Parakeet in Dumb and Dumber? Petey the Parakeet. Petey the Parakeet was decapitated. Its head was cut off and stuck on by sellotape, and it was sold to a blind boy. Great question, Pat. If you didn't see the movie, you wouldn't believe it. And it's got nothing to do with the Southern Lights, Liz. Number 4. Name the father and son who both played characters in 2 separate iconic Vietnam War movies. The correct answer was Martin and Charlie Sheen. Give yourself 2 points if you got both of them correct. Number 5. What are the years that Marty was sent back to the future? The correct answer was C. 1855, 1955, 1985, and 2015. And that's why we're all traveling around on hoverboards, because Hollywood's always right. Round number 6. What kind of liquid was used in the bathtub in the scene of Breaking Bad? Acetic acid, hydrofluoric acid, sulfuric acid, or my favourite choice, AC/DC. But I didn't pronounce it like that on purpose for the first half in case some of you put down D. The correct answer was hydrofluoric acid. Number 7. Oh no! It's our last bonus question time. Maybe Pat the Beard might win this one. Because he's so clever, he hardly gets an answer wrong. Enough said, Pat the Beard. Okay, here is the question, folks. The question is, the Euro 2020 tournament is on at the moment. Our last bonus question is, which country will host the Euro 2024 tournament, which is coming in 3 years' time? Which country is already planned in to host the Euro 2024 tournament? Type your answers in the chat, and when we see the first correct answer for the name of the country, your name will be entered onto the bonus question. Liz the Legend is cheating by typing 2 countries, but they're both wrong. The correct answer is Pete 5678. Pete in Dublin. Germquani. Germquani is the correct answer. Mr. T, if only it was Ireland. But unfortunately, you're wrong. So Pete in Dublin gets added to the spin the wheel. So we have Uncle Tony, Minion Jesse, Minion Micah, Grab 88, Liz the Legend, and Dublin Pete. Pulp Fiction, which of the following did Marcella's wife do? Put a watch where the sun does not shine. I like the way you're thinking, Pat the Beard. You're a sick man, but that's why I love you. Shot a guard on the toilet, sniffed white sugar, or drank the whole $10 milkshake. The correct answer was sniffed white sugar, but she didn't realize that it was in fact white heroin, or heroine, as it was spelled to me. This is Pat the Beard. Pat the Beard's a living legend, or a living legend. Depends which part of the world you come from. Number 8. Remember, 2 points for each correct answer until we get to this question. Multiple points up for grabs. Thank you very much, Pat the Beard. I like questions that get thrown into rounds. So, here are your answers. You can get a point for white, orange, blonde, pink, blue, brown. 6 points up for grabs for the colour nicknames. And the corresponding actors, if you guessed them correctly. So white is Harvey Keitel, orange Tim Roth, blonde Michael Madsen, pink Steve Buscemi, blue Eddie Bunker, and brown Quentin Tarantino. Give yourself a point for each correct answer, and the corresponding actor has to be to the correct colour of the nicknames in the movie Reservoir Dogs. I'll leave this on the screen for a little bit so you can double check your answers and give yourself the exact number of points that you so richly deserve. Is Pat the Beard speaking in tongues? Zay Zermans? Oh, Zay Germans. The Germans. I get it now. Thank you very much, Aaron Doris. Number 9, name the cult leader in the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The correct answer is Charles Manson, for 2 points if you guessed that one right. And number 10, the violent but essential part that was not shown in the heist movie Reservoir Dogs with the undercover cop was, in fact, the actual heist or robbery. 2 points if you guess that correct. And I shall echo what Electric Sheep Minion said. An absolutely superb round, Pat the Beard. Thank you very much. Please feel free to do another one because I love that one. Folks, thank you very much to anyone that has sent in a virtual tip to the virtual tip jar, or donation, should I say. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for supporting us for the last 61 shows. Next week, her indoors is not here, but control your excitement, folks. But Liz the Legend will be sitting next to me in the Irish question mark and her indoors lounge, or dining room if you just want to be normala. Mr. T has got 1,000,000 points today. I think Mr. T has hit the jungle juice drinking grog in his room. So, folks, if you have not done it already, please type George into the chat. Most of you have. You can only do this if you're watching the show on twitch.tv/Irish question mark. We're here every single week. So if you are watching the show on Facebook or live on the Irish question mark YouTube channel, come next week to twitch.tv/Irish question mark and join the banter. Okie dokie. Here are some pictures of beautiful people, former winners of the Irish question mark most sought after items on the interweb. Some very familiar faces tonight, folks. But this is the one that they all want to join. The Mystery Prize Winners Club. Yes, indeed. Only these people actually know what the current mystery prize is. If you're not in, you can't win. Okay, folks, it is time to do the draw. I'd like to thank Family Van Trix for your donation to the virtual tip jar. I will first of all do the draw and then we'll do the spin the wheel. Let's shake it up, baby. Don't be doing anything. Okay, so I am ready to do the draw tonight. Her indoors. Do you really want to do the drum roll? Okay, don't knock over what little coffee I have left. Boom! The winner of the draw tonight is Mr. T in Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, Tarquin, Mr. T, 4:30 in the morning, or quite possibly 5 in the morning, you have won tonight's mystery prize. I shall be putting it into the post tomorrow, my friend. Going straight to Malaysia. Email me your current address with all details and I'll get it off to you straight away. And I am absolutely over the moon that you're getting this, because I know that you will absolutely love this, buddy. Like everyone else, but especially you, my friend. Okay, folks. Thank you very much for sharing some smiles. You know that we are here every Friday night from 8:45 Dutch time or 7:45 in British summertime. Pat the Beard says that if you come across from Malaysia and pick it up, Irish question mark will give you 2 mystery prizes. That is correct. Thank you very much, Pat. Yeah, or also if you want to come across, you can get some soda bread. Okay, Thank you very much indeed. Amanda, thank you very much for your kind donation to the virtual tip jar. I just received that, and that is absolutely wonderful. It is time now, folks, to spin the wheel. Alrighty, so who are our winners? Winner number 1 is Uncle Tony. So make sure you have a little look out if he is going to win. Now, winner number 2 is Minion Jesse. Winner number 3, Minion Micah. Winner number 4, Grab88. Winner number 5, Liz the Legend, next week's co-star. And winner number 6 is Pete in Dublin. So if you are local, you have the chance of getting some of the Irish question mark soda breads. And if you are not local, I'll organise a little prize for you. If you've already won one of the mystery prizes, I've got something else in mind. And if you haven't won one of the mystery prizes, I'll send it in the post to you. Okay, her indoors. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure doing the show with you tonight. I can't wait to work with a professional next week. Now, let's see if I can get spin the wheel running, because if I have any issues next week, our technical expert will be here to help me. Spin the wheel, folks. Here we go. Boom. Mystery 4. Winner 4 has won the mystery prize. Winner 4 is Grab88. Alrighty, congratulations, Grab88. You have won the mystery prize. Drop me an email and let me know whether you want me to organise some soda breads, or you do have a mystery prize. If you want another one, email me and let me know. If not, I will organise something totally different for you. I've got something in my mind which is like a mystery prize. Congratulations, it's been absolutely super once again. Folks, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. You know, there's only one thing for me left to do, and that's to wish you a great weekend. Grab88 has said they really want the Irish soda bread. Okay. Send me your phone number. Email me your phone number, and I'll give you a ring, and we can arrange when it's ready and when you can come and pick it up. Liz the Legend is also popping round to pick up some as well. Grab88's really curious about the Irish soda bread. Honestly, it's going to grow. You're going to grow hairs in your chest, so don't eat too much of it. Folks, on behalf of myself, my better half, her indoors, thanks a million for all her help so far. We'll have the other woman in my life, Liz the Legend, helping next week. On behalf of myself, her indoors, Junior, and the rest of the family, stay the frank at home.
The whole world's caught a virus. You're not in this alone, but you can help to cure it. Just stay the fuck at home.
We're all stuck here in quarantine. It's like the Twilight Zone. To save the world, you only have to stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Just stay the fuck at home.
If you're locked down with your hubby or going in alone, sisters need to teach their men, stay the fuck at home.
Whether you've got 12 kids or you're living on your own, shut it down and isolate. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Watch Netflix in your underwear.
Just stay the fuck at home.
But I need the gym and I need the beach. We hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home.
But I feel fine, I don't feel sick. I'll go out on my own. I think of you, you selfish prick. Just stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and do fuck all.
Just stay the fuck at home.
You're living in a dome. Spreads faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home.
To the doctors and the truckies, those who put food on our plate, you keep the whole place running so we can isolate.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
You can be a hero too.
Stay the fuck at home.
The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and drink VV, get shit-faced on your own. We don't care what you're doing there, just stay the fuck at home.
If you need to contact family, use Facebook, Skype or phone. Yeah, we've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home.
From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day. Please stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home.
Alrighty, folks, thank you very much indeed for watching this week's show. I'll see you next Friday night. And remember, if you'd like to put in a guest round, contact me at irishquestionmark@gmail.com. Or if you just want to contact me, send me some photos or tell me a little bit of news.